Thank you so much. Let me bring in Republican strategist Chip Sullivan, presidential campaign manager for Mike Huckabee, and by Morris Reed, a senior aide in the Clinton administration and a top campaign advisor for the Clinton-Gore campaign. Good to see both of you. You know, there have been these headlines that the Romney campaign has had to spend a lot more money at this point than expected. Something you guys knew about in the Hillary Clinton campaign, Morris. Do you think at this point, with that and the fact that his poll numbers are dropping, that Rick Santorum is raising more money, that he could be in cash trouble?
Well, I think Santorum needs to raise money. He needs wins in order to generate funds. And that's very challenging. And when you're running a campaign, you want to make sure you have enough cash on hand. But he's desperate. He's really going hand to mouth. He's doing okay right now, given that he swept those 3 states. But it's going to be challenging going forward for him. If he doesn't win, he doesn't have any money, and that's not the situation you want to be in when you have a tough battle ahead. What
about Mitt Romney? What do you think about that, Chip? I mean, we're looking at a campaign that was so well planned, but what they didn't plan for was the kind of challenge after challenge after challenge that they found, and the amount of money that they've had to spend already.
Yeah, there's no question that the Romney campaign was probably not expecting it to go this long, this hard. They figured it might go till Super Tuesday, but they felt like they'd be on a big roll, big momentum. They're having to dig deep right now. The good news is they've got a strong financial network all across the country that they're tapping. They're doing fundraisers over this kind of small break before Arizona is Michigan, as he spends time in Michigan. But Rick Santorum is using that big momentum to do it online, and that has fundamentally changed the way we do campaigns in the last couple of cycles. Just 4 years ago, Mike Huckabee, we raised almost 70-something% of our total contributions online, which means they were instant. We didn't have to do events. We didn't have to spend money on mail. It was instant, and that's what Rick Santorum's living off right now, and he's doing it very well.
Yeah, and all they have to do is see some little clip, and it could be sort of like an impulse buy. People can just click, put in their credit card number, and you've got... Let me go back to President Obama's fundraising number, Morris. $29 million in January, $250 million to date. How daunting is that if you're any other Republican candidates?
Well, listen, President Obama is a formidable fundraiser, and the thing that's very interesting is that it's coming in small numbers. That means that he has the opportunity to go back to those donors to get more money out of them if need be. You know, as a Democrat, this is eye-popping, this is enthusiastic, but we all know that Republicans will always have more money than the Democratic Party on both sides, particularly with now the super PACs. So it's a good position to be in. I think the president will raise $1 billion, but I'm not for sure that money is going to win everything, Chris. We got the right message, and the economy's turning, so it's just not about money. It's about doing the right things and bringing us, leading the country in the right direction.
Yeah, Chip, let me ask you about that really quickly, because it has been interesting that Rick Santorum has had virtually no money up until this point. Nobody's saying that in the general election money's not going to matter, but given that both sides may raise unprecedented amounts of money, could that in a way not be the difference?
Well, you have to have a certain amount of money just to plan the strategies in the 18 or so states that are going to be the battlegrounds. You can't do this without a certain amount of money. And look, Barack Obama is going to have $1 billion. I mean, it was just 10 years ago when George W. Bush had $100 million. We thought that was unbelievable. So he is going to be able to spend money every minute, every second, have staff all 50 states. We're going to have the right message and the right messenger, and that's what we're figuring out right now in our primary.
Chip Sullivan,
the good news is the Democrats got good money and a great candidate.
Good to talk to both of you. Thanks so much.
Thank you.